I think this has been a gamble from the very beginning, but this thing is not going to end overnight. It's going to be in stages, and the first big stage is going to be, are you going to release all the hostages, and can we get the bombs to stop falling? And if President Trump is able to do this, this is it's a major victory for him.
Look, it is challenging to actually hear that piece of, Trump potentially being the one to get the ceasefire deal. But I think what we are seeing now is that a lot of people are tired of the devastation that's happening to the Palestinian people. And so how do we figure out a path forward? And so I would be interested to understand President Trump's interest in this, because he has said some things that are very harmful to the Palestinian people. I don't know, what his motivations are.
He wants the war to end. I mean,
he wants the war.
He wants.
That's what he wants.
He wants the war to end for a lot of reasons. Some of them are personal reasons. He wants that Nobel Peace Prize. Some of them are that I do think that whatever you think of Trump, he does not like the idea of all the death and destruction. But here's one more piece to this. The public opinion polling over the last few months has shown a very clear shift away from Israel. The unfavorable view of Israel is now at 53% among U.S. adults. And if you break that down by party, it has increased by 10% among Republicans and Republican-leaning voters between 2022 and 2025. So that shift is happening. At the same time that Trump is very aware that his base, especially younger Republicans, are getting frustrated, not just with Hamas, but also with Israel as well.
This is not a political issue. Look, President Trump has been clear from the beginning. He wants the hostages back. When he took office back in January, they had an initial deal to get some hostages. A few were released. Then Hamas reneged on that deal then. He's been clear from the beginning. I just want these people back. The people who are alive, we pray that they're still alive. The remains that exist, it all needs to happen, and it needs to happen quickly. And that's what I'm actually, look, I've worn this pin every night, just about since October the 7th, because the hostages is what I really care about. And we seem to be on the brink of maybe the possibility that they get out of the Gaza terror tunnels. If that's true, I'll pray for it to be true every minute until it happens. I want to know how long they're going to give Hamas to keep up this deal. Like Hamas has said, we want to enter into negotiations to talk about releasing. How long are we going to let that go on? I don't want to be strung along by these terrorists. I want the hostages. That's what the president wants, and I don't want him to give them very much time, because they don't deserve it, and these people need to come home. We're almost 2 years into this.